Today on the DCiReporter, we'll check out another end of summer festival, the Columbia Heights Day. We'll take a boat ride on the Potomac River with the Anacostia Coordinating Council. Minority Access Inc. celebrates another successful Role Models Conference in Washington, D.C. At least 6 candidates are running to be mayor of Washington, D.C. We'll hear from the top 3 candidates. And in our Places and People segment, we'll go to Constitution Avenue to see Fiesta DC's Parade of Nations. This is the DCiReporter. Welcome to the DCiReporter. My name is Franklin Garcia. You can watch us online at dctv.org or DCiReporter.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at DCiReporter. Columbia Heights Day is an end of summer event that brings fun for the whole family in the Columbia Heights neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Celebrating 8 years, the Columbia Heights Day is a fun one-day annual festival to celebrate the neighborhood of Columbia Heights. The Three Blacks Festival takes place on the 11th Street Northwest from Kenyon Street to Park Road Northwest.
Hi, the Columbia Heights Day Festival this is its 8th year to celebrate Columbia Heights Day, and the organizers are the Columbia Heights Initiative volunteers. So the restaurants here in the 11th Street are organizing these things for you.
So we're here at the Columbia Heights Day Festival. It's an amazing festival. Everybody comes out, all the neighbors come out, people come from all over the place. It's been happening for, I believe, around 7 years. It's a lot of fun. If you miss it, come next year. It's always happening here from the 11th and Kenyon all the way up to Meridian Point is, which is Monroe and Kenyon. So don't miss out. Come on next year. We're going to come this year because it's a lot of fun.
There's music and entertainment for the whole family. One of the highlights of the festival is the dunk tank, where for a donation to a school, you get an opportunity to dunk a politician in the dunk tank. Many politicians who attend the Columbia Heights Day use the large crowd opportunity to promote their candidacy.
I am so happy to be part of what Columbia Heights and Ward 1 brings to our community. And I hope that Columbia Heights will vote for me on November 4th for the Board of Education. Lillian Perdomo, the 5th person on the ballot. I'm the last person on the ballot, and look forward to all of your support and look forward to working together with all of our community after November 4th.
I think this is a fun event, Columbia Heights, and even in spite of the chilly weather and the fact that it's kind of a little bit raining, a little bit, look at the huge crowd that is here today, and that shows the kind of vitality we not only have in our city, but in Columbia Heights.
The festival runs from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and is put together by the Columbia Heights Day Initiative, a local nonprofit group. Many Washingtonians look forward to spending most of a Saturday in September aboard the Nina's Dandy on the Potomac. For over 30 years, the Anacostia Coordinating Council has held a boat ride on the Potomac River. People board the Nina's Dandy on the Virginia side and get to enjoy food, company, and entertainment for a good part of a Saturday in September. Held at the beginning of fall, the over 250 people event groups people from all over the city on a 3-hour boat ride.
This is what we call a good time boat ride. So we look forward to this every year, and we thank everybody for their support. That means that the Department of Homeland Security and Ward 8 will be completed. All of that complex of buildings.
I'm looking forward to dancing, partying, and cheering this fabulous community of ours on.
It was great to hear the remarks of our Attorney General yesterday. It's a big article in the paper today where he's saying that we deserve to have representation in Congress. And it's also, I thought it was very fitting to have the Attorney General of the United States of America actually saying that he does not have voting representation in Congress.
While people enjoy scenic views of the Potomac and Anacostia rivers, they hear from speakers, play games, eat food, and dance. The event is the main fundraiser for the Anacostia Coordinating Council.
This is an absolutely glorious day for the Anacostia Coordinating Council because today we are celebrating our 31st anniversary on this boat ride, and this is our 17th consecutive year of having this boat ride, and it was sold out. Thankfully, because people support the work of the Anacostia Coordinating Council, which is a nonprofit consortium of individuals and organizations that are concerned with and involved with the revitalization of Anacostia and its adjacent neighborhoods. We engage in networking, information gathering and sharing, community advocacy, and organizing. And today, here on this boat ride, people are coming together, they are sharing information, they're networking, and we're looking forward to the same thing next year. We always have this boat ride on the last Saturday in September.
The boat ride costs $100 and includes food and entertainment. It is also an opportunity for riders to network. Many colleges and students take part in the Minority Access, Inc. 3-day conference in Washington, D.C. Incorporated in 1995 in Washington, D.C., Minority Access, Inc. is a nonprofit educational organization that provides support to individuals, colleges, and other organizations to diversify their campus and work sites by improving the recruitment, retention, and enhancement of minorities. Each year, Minority Access, Inc. hosts a National Role Models Conference. Over 350 colleges have been represented at the conference. This year, the 3-day conference was held at the Omni Shoreham Hotel.
Well, we're pleased to tell you about Minority Access and the National Role Models Conference. The National Role Models Conference is now 15 years old. The first conference was in year 2000, and we have been recognizing colleges and universities committed to diversity for 9 years. So, because we know how important it is to expand diversity, not only in education, research, and employment.
The conference includes awards ceremonies and a student competition. This year, the keynote speaker was Dr. Michelle Evans with the National Institutes of Health.
Minority Access provides a fantastic opportunity for individuals from academic institutions as well as the government and private sector to brainstorm about the importance of increasing diversity in the workforce. This is critical given the demographics of the United States and the increased minority populations within the United States borders.
During the awards ceremony, many colleges are honored for their commitment to diversity.
My name is Oswaldo, and I am a representative of the California State University of Los Angeles, and today I am here at the Omni Shoreham Hotel representing our university and how we are committed to diversity.
The student competition emphasizes science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
My name is Raymond Samuel. I am the Assistant Dean for Research from the School of Engineering and Technology at Hampton University, and also an Associate Professor in Chemical Engineering at Hampton University. In addition, I am the Principal Investigator and Project Director of a special grant from the National Institute on Minority Health and Health Disparities, which addresses health disparities in minority male populations.
As the general election nears, we hear from 3 of 6 candidates running to be the next mayor of Washington, D.C. The general election will take place on November 4th. The D.C. Board of Elections has certified 6 candidates to be on the ballot to run for mayor of the District of Columbia. Recently, 3 of the most likely candidates to get elected were invited by the AARP for a forum. Muriel Bowser, the Democratic nominee and current council member from Ward 4, was the first to address the audience.
We have a program that allows for modernization grants to seniors, but the bureaucracy was so confusing and complicated and takes so long that many seniors weren't taking advantage of it. So I work with the housing agencies to make sure that they were reaching out to more seniors so that they could take advantage of it and actually increase the amount that would be available and dedicate half of that amount strictly for senior citizens to be able to take housing modernization grants and make those grants happen. And so that has been incredibly important. I also had the opportunity when we had a development deal on the table that involved one piece of land in Ward 4. We were able to leverage that piece of land with another vacant property, retake and reclaim and renovate the Tewksbury apartments, while at the same time leveraging what the government was involved in that deal to have a new Vida senior residences built. So when I talk to seniors, what they tell me is, of course, they want to take care of housing. They want to have transportation options that are safe and reliable, but they also want to live fulfilling lives. And I've been very instrumental in working with our senior wellness center and the senior wellness centers around the city. And I had the opportunity to negotiate a deal that would provide $5 million to the city to provide senior fit and well programs across our recreation centers and our senior wellness centers across the city. So aging in place is more than about bricks and mortar in the buildings and housing. It's more than about transportation, but it's how people can also live fulfilling lives. And I think that's the next thing that I want to challenge everybody in government to think about. Not only do we want to take care of the basic needs, but seniors want to live the fulfilling lives that include how they get more involved in employment and how they get more involved in volunteer activities so that we can tap into the vast expertise that they have to help us run our government and build a great city.
Former Republican David Catania, who is now an independent at-large member of the D.C. Council, was also invited.
I'd like to talk for just a second about education. And I realize that this is an AARP forum, and so many of you are more, naturally concerned about issues that may directly impact you. But I want to state very clearly and unequivocally that whether you have children in our public schools or not, we all have a stake in the future of our public school system. It's easy to talk about income inequality, but unless we address the issue of education, we are going to make no progress. Mr. Berry and I were together a week ago Monday at the opening of a new high school in his ward. And I pointed out that in Mr. Berry's ward, the average household income is $25,000. In our richest ward, it's $204,000. The unemployment in his ward is 17.5%. Our richest ward, it's 2.5%. The number of adults in his ward with bachelor's degrees, about 12%. In our richest ward, it's 83%. The only way we're going to narrow this income gap and narrow the divide and heal our city is by improving our public schools. And so if I might just take a second and explain some of the things I've been up to for the last year and a half. When I talk about ending the social promotion, before my Focused Student Achievement Act, it was against the law to hold children back in our public schools, except in the 3rd, the 5th, and the 8th grade. And so what that created was cascading failures. Kids would just be passed along until they became freshmen. And as freshmen, they would have to earn 9th grade algebra and 9th grade English credits to become sophomores. Well, a function of having been passed along by operation of law meant that a third of our 9th graders failed every single year. And why you will have 9th graders who are 19 years of age. We can do better. We decided that that was not a recipe for success, but rather to return promotion decisions to principals and to teachers, and to identify students in the first quarter of their year if they were at risk and put them on individualized plans, and to require summer school if they were candidates for retention. This is the way I think we're going to improve our schools. The at-risk weight was so critical. Who here thinks that, you know, if you've got a school that's 0.25% homeless, and a school where 1/4 of the parents have PhDs, that spending the equal amount is going to produce a fair education?
The last mayoral candidate to speak was former at-large DC Council member Carol Schwartz.
Hi everybody, I'm Carol Schwartz. I've been a member of AARP for 20 years, so work it out, okay? Do the math. It's also good to see my former colleague, Marion Berry, in the audience. We always worked very well together, and even though we ran against each other twice, we ended up good friends. He beat me twice, so that's what he's trying to say. And also, Marion, you're a perfect example of aging in place. Still doing your public service. And I'm trying to join you in continuing to age in place as well. I had taken a few notes, so I want to just kind of use them to, one of the reasons why I wanted to come back into public life. One, you remember, folks, I didn't exactly leave public life by choice. I got pushed aside because I gave sick leave to workers. The thing I'm the most proud of in my 24 years of elected public service ended up doing me in. And workers now have sick leave in the private industry, have sick leave due to me. And they threatened me and they told me they were going to punish me, and I said, I don't care. This is important, and it happened. It happened, and I'm proud, but their threats also worked out. I'm no longer there. But I want to come back to do lots of other really bad things like that for our vulnerable, hardworking population. I want to help them out. And one of the reasons why I'm running is with all this money coming in, this boom town that we've got here, we are watching people being pushed out, pushed aside. We've got all that money coming in, and why have they not taken care of our vulnerable populations? Drug addiction on demand, alcohol addiction on demand, homeless, the abominable conditions of our homeless. Where is that money going? And I've always been a watchdog for money, for property giveaways to the developers. I unearthed those and stopped them. We need a watchdog down there, folks. And I hope you'll give me a chance to be your elderly watchdog.
A recent NBC4 Washington Post poll that came out in September showed Bowser leading all candidates with 43% of all likely voters. Catania followed with 26%, and Schwartz had 16%. Nearly 80% of registered voters in the District of Columbia are Democrats. As we conclude Latino Heritage Month, we'll visit Fiesta DC 2014. This year, the festival took place on September 21st and lasted almost all day. In this segment, we'll take about 4 minutes to see Fiesta DC's Parade of Nations.
por Guayacanal tengo mi hembra, por allá por Guayacanal tengo mi hembra y de noche la voy a ver, aunque me muera, y de noche la voy a ver, aunque me muera. Por allá por Guayacanal, 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 va mi negrita, por allá por Guayacanal, va mi negrita, y por eso la voy a ver de mañanita, y por eso la voy a ver en mi yeguita. Por allá por Guayacanal, por allá por Guayacanal, por allá por Guayacanal, por allá por Guayacanal.
Thank you for watching us. Remember, you can watch us online at dctv.org or DCiReporter.com, or follow us on Twitter at DCiReporter. I'm Franklin Garcia, and I will see you next time on the DCiReporter.